I'm very fortunate to oversee an organization, work with a team of 8,000 employees in 5 business lines. As the administrator, part of my responsibility is to help the county board implement the policies that they adopt and oversee the day-to-day operations of the Hennepin County organization in our 5 business lines: health, human services, public safety, operations, and public works. As part of the Hennepin-University partnership, as part of the Hough, I work closely and with the director and help that individual identify initiatives, projects, things that we can do collaboratively under Hennepin-University partnership. And in addition, I'm fortunate enough to be a member of the management team. The Hennepin-University partnership has provided significant benefits to Hennepin County over the last 10 years, and not only from the standpoint of helping the organization position for the future by utilizing evidence-based practice and research to provide foundation for the decision-making and policies that are created in this organization. We've created stronger connections with the university, its students and faculty. We are a major employer. We are looking at our future workforce, and many of the students that graduate from the university come and work for this organization, for Hennepin County. It also, I think, has been very helpful to the university in that it has established opportunities for students to witness firsthand public policy and how a large government organization works. I'm very proud of the relationship that we've been able to establish, working relationship, the networking, the contacts help in day-to-day decision making. We know that we can pick the phone up and get firsthand most up-to-date and current information on complex topics. When you look at organizations trying to navigate processes can be challenging, and first and foremost, how do you get in the door? How do you facilitate research? How do you facilitate a collaboration? So one of the things that we did first off right away was to create a connectiveness, a structure, a protocol by which both the U and Hennepin County and our staff could access and utilize the talents on both sides. So we created what we refer to as a master service agreement. What that did is it broke down barriers so that each and every time, historically, each and every time when you wanted to do something, you'd have to go and we'd have to go through data sharing and all the protocols from the standpoint of terms and conditions and separate agreements, and it was time consuming. We wanted to be nimble. We wanted to make sure that we were proactive because oftentimes we need to make decisions fairly quickly. So by creating a document, a foundational document in the beginning, we are able to take care of all the technical steps so that going forward in the future, we could facilitate and access and be more nimble in a request for talent, request for research. And so that foundational document in the beginning, and that's, if I was asked by a colleague from another jurisdiction, what has really made this work? It's developing that connection on the front end, the formalization of protocol that got us to where we're at today. And we're very proud of the relationship. We've had over 100 projects that have been completed by the university. And to date, we've spent, over the last 8-9 years, nearly $5 million on research that we've utilized in this organization to help make informed decisions. Co-sponsoring an Earth Day workshop on climate change at the local level as part of the national conversation on climate action was a very engaged meeting. I participated and it was a lot of fun. The collaboration between the U and Hennepin in the court system to evaluate family court and create successful parent partnership working with unmarried parents to try to help them better interact and work with their children. Another major project was co-parent court, a partnership between Hennepin County, 4th Judicial District, a family court, and the University of Minnesota. And that was a research project looking at the parenting skills, the effectiveness of parents, and what parents need to do with children to better meet their needs and open up lines of communication. And that has been has been highly successful and is still in place. If I were to be asked by a peer, by a colleague, about the effectiveness of this relationship and has been worth our while, I would say absolutely. Just the interactions, the networking, the opportunities in so many areas have been beneficial to this organization. And my assumption is that you would say something very similar. It's about building relationships, it's about collaboration, it's about using research to better inform decisions and getting to the right results. So yes, the money, the effort has been well worth our while. I would like to share that because of the relationship that we formed and because of the knowledge and the contacts, when an emergent situation arises, if it's public safety, if it's public health, we can contact the university, we get access to resources. If it's training, if it's current literature, that has helped us make informed decisions to serve our residents. It goes without saying that we've had long-term projects as well. One thing that we're working on currently is in the Children and Youth Comprehensive Review area, review of our children's services going forward. We fully anticipate that the expertise, the knowledge at various schools at the University of Minnesota will be key to informing our decisions and providing recommendations to the county board so that we can move forward and achieve the goal of better outcomes, better results for our children and families living in Hennepin County. One of the most significant and important benefits of this relationship has been that two large organizations have committed to work together, have worked together successfully for the past 10 years in achieving common goals to help our society and to help improve the outcomes and the lives of our residents. Prior to the formalization of the relationship with the University of Minnesota, projects, initiatives were more or less done ad hoc. So on an individual basis, we would have to determine who could help or assist us in doing or performing research, and then coming back with findings and recommendations. Because we created the relationship, we've been nimble, we know who to contact, and our director, program director, is key to that relationship in that she is the conduit. She knows both organizations so well that she facilitates conversation and proactively and responsively comes back and assists the county in identifying the subject matter expert to help us with our request. The creation of Hough has created protocols. It's created a liaison relationship where we know when we ask for something, we're going to get a response versus us having to go out and navigate complex organizations and on an individualized case-by-case basis, which is time-consuming and not necessarily productive and or successful.